We should solve this. But how could we solve this? If they're both against each other, how can we solve this? So let's try to solve it together. If you guys want to tell me anything, just tell me in the comments. So first up, we gotta know that this is red. Okay? This guy is red. That's pretty important. Alright. Then this guy is blue. Okay. Since those are the colors of them, so it doesn't get complicated. Yeah. So let's just start up. So red is telling. No. Red is not telling the truth. Red is saying that blue is telling the truth. Okay? He is telling the truth. It's okay. But if blue is telling the truth, that means blue is verified. Blue is holy. Okay. I mean, blue is verified to be telling the truth. But wait a second. He's saying that blue is saying that red is lying. That means red is not verified. That means if red is lying, that means the opposite of telling the truth is lying. Alright. Red is lying. But that means blue is lying. The opposite of lying is telling the truth. Because the opposite of lying is telling the truth. That means red is telling the truth about blue lying. Blue is lying about red telling the truth. That means red is not actually telling the truth. Red is actually lying. Let me just do that. Red is actually lying. And if red is actually lying about blue lying, that means blue is not lying. Blue is telling the truth. Just like we see here, blue is telling the truth. And if blue is telling the truth about red lying, that means if blue is telling the truth, that means we're back to the beginning. Wait, hold on. I must have done something wrong. Red is saying that blue is telling the truth. He's TTT. So blue is verified that he's innocent. Blue is innocent of him telling the truth. So blue is okay. Fine. We'll need to type it. Okay. If blue's telling the truth about red lying, that means red is lying. about blue telling the truth. If he's lying about blue telling the truth, if red is lying about blue telling the truth, that means the opposite of telling the truth is lying. Gotcha. And if blue is lying about red lying. So red is telling the truth, which means blue is not verified, but instead red is verified of telling the truth. Red is telling the truth about blue lying. That means blue is lying. So we're almost back to the beginning. Almost, though. This might be a bit confusing. Okay, hold on. That means I'm already going crazy. Am I going crazy, guys? Wait, that hurts my brain. That means if red is lying about blue lying, that means blue is telling the truth. And if blue is telling the truth, blue is lying, and we said that blue is telling that if blue is lying about red lying, if red is lying about blue lying, that means if blue is lying about, if red is lying about blue lying, that means blue is telling the truth. And if blue is telling the truth, and he's not lying, that about blue lying, if blue's telling the truth, and now red is lying about blue telling the truth, that means blue is lying. Oh my god, I spelled it wrong. Lying. If blue is telling the truth. Hold on a second. I might have to get Subway Surfers gameplay. Got split screen. I'm gonna get Subway Surfers gameplay. So to keep you small to attention span people interested. Hello? I just need to get there we go. Getting it all set up. There you go. Get your Subway Surfers. Yeah, there we go. Setting it all up for you guys. Okay. So if blue is lying, about red lying, that means red is telling the truth. Red is TTT, telling the truth. And if blue is telling, if red is lying, no, he's not lying. Red is telling the truth. He's verified that he's telling the truth. So now if red is telling the truth about blue lying, that means blue is not telling the truth, which is red is telling the truth. No, he's not telling the truth. Red is lying. And if blue is telling the if red is lying about blue lying, if red is lying about blue lying, that should mean that it's pretty weird, actually. Pretty concerning. So if red is lying about blue lying, that means blue is not lying. Blue is telling the truth. And if blue is telling the truth, and red is actually lying, that means blue is actually lying about, if blue is lying about red lying, that only means one thing. Red is telling the truth. And if red is actually telling the truth, if red is telling the truth, that means blue is actually lying. And if blue is lying about red telling the truth, that means red is lying about blue lying. That means blue is telling the truth. Blue is the one who is verified. Red is not verified. And if hold on a second. And if it's like this. It's like a whole loop. I'm going crazy. I might be going crazy. We might have to declare it unsolvable. I declare unsolvable. If you guys want me to solve anything else, wait, but I also might be solvable. Wait, am I just what? Anyways, I'm going crazy. Blue is it's unsolvable. Sorry, I'm very sorry, guys. I didn't promise actually solving it, but I'm very sorry. This riddle is unsolvable. Very sorry, guys.